What's going on, everybody? So I'm back from the little break. I mean, if you even want to call it that, just one day of not recording. I'm going to be rocking this Ice-Mortar deck that I made at the very beginning of this season, actually, when they released all the evolutions. Okay, we're going to NATO that machine in. Looks like we're actually playing recruits. But yeah, I actually thought this deck was very, very good, so I wanted to run it back and see if it was still solid at the end of the season here. After this video, I'm probably going to record a final ladder push, depending on how I feel, because man, this meta is very, very stressful and repetitive. So I mean, I'm gonna do my best to get a decent finish, but I'm not gonna probably not gonna break my best finish. But you never know. Crazier things have happened in the past. I never thought I was gonna finish as high as I did the first time that I got a super good finish, and then it ended up happening. He's gonna heal spirit up these barbs, which is pretty annoying. So I am gonna go for the ice spirit right here. He's gonna have to respond to the Valk in that right lane, and then this mortar. Oh, okay, zappies. This mortar in the ice was in the left lane. He might just flying machine this, and okay, mortar's gonna absolutely shoot nothing. That's what we love to see. Yeah, okay. So we're just gonna have to let this die out. Unfortunately, I think we could maybe try and do something when we get to the Evo mortar on offense, but it all depends on what else he has. I think he's playing barbs instead of recruits, which surprisingly is even worse for me because the Evo barbs are impossible to kill, usually. But we do have Valkyrie this time to help out with the splash damage, which is also going to be very helpful against the Royal Hogs. So that's pretty nice. Starting my first day of college tomorrow, or technically I've already been a couple times, but I mean first day of actual classes tomorrow. So yeah, pretty don't know how I feel about that. Pretty excited, but also not wanting to start right now. I want to have more of a summer, but I mean, I guess I get a pretty early break, or a pretty long break later on in the year, so that's why it starts so early. Okay, I'm gonna go for the Evo mortar at the bridge, but yeah, I'm gonna be uploading I think 6 days a week from this point on. I can just go ahead and ice spirit and then get the second. Okay, wait, I need to make sure I kill these pigs, or this could be really bad. I'll just go ahead and tornado everything together, and this Evo mortar is going to. Wow, I didn't even realize how much damage it was doing. I forgot that the goblin gets 2 swings every single time it hits the tower, which is absolutely absurd. So now we actually have a pretty good chance. Oh, I just jinxed myself really badly. Okay, if we NATO this up, then I think we're all right. Okay, Ice Spirit should freeze that. Okay, so we are okay. I thought I was gonna lose for a second there. He does Fireball, but I'm sure that we can defend this if I just go for the Valkyrie and then go ahead and log Skellies as well. Shouldn't take very much pig damage here, and then I just need a Rocket and a Tornado to win the game, I believe. Yeah, NATO does 70 damage at least. Oh yeah, we for sure got this one. And we're gonna beat recruits without the recruits. I don't know what you want to call this deck. I guess just Royal Hogs Barbs, and he's pretty happy about it, as you can tell. In the next match here against Peace, so we got a decent starting hand. He's going to go for the minor first play. We'll just get the Skellies down and then also go for the log since that is level 15. Okay. I'm not really a big fan of just throwing the mortar on the bridge, even though he literally just exactly what I was thinking about doing. I don't know why. I just prefer to kind of build up into a push rather than just mortar the river right away. Okay, he's actually just going to let that go. He's going to get the one shot with the mortar since he does play the skeleton dragons, but that's fine. I'll just go skeletons to tank a couple shots from those, and then I can go for the offensive mortar here since we do have the ice wizard already set up. I'll probably log the spear goblins depending on, actually the ice wizard should take him out. Don't need to log. I'm just going to save some elixir right here, see how he wants to react to this. I'll probably just Valkyrie right away on top of the Skeleton King because now he can't pop the ability. Log this gang right away, and maybe we can get some mortar shots on tower. I'm also going to go Ice Spirit behind this Valkyrie. Okay, so another person using Evo Barbs, which I agree with. I think I was watching Boss's video recently, and yeah, I'm pretty sure it was his, and he was stating how he was shocked that the Evo Barbs didn't get nerfed, and I'm completely in agreement because I think they're just as strong as all the other evolutions. They're just not used quite. I mean honestly, they're probably used quite as frequently as the other ones. It's just that the top ladder players are mostly using Firecracker and Royal Giants, and then there's also some Evo Barbs too, but probably not as high as a percentage, I would guess. I don't know, I haven't looked at the stats, but I think they also need a nerf. I'm gonna guess that they're gonna get nerfed in the next balances, whenever that is, or if they do an emergency nerf to the knight, which I don't think they will, since it doesn't seem as broken as everyone's making it out to sound. I'm not being biased here. I don't think it's gonna be as crazy as people are putting it out to be. But yeah, I think the barbs will eventually get nerfed as well because they just get so much value and have infinite HP, kind of like the knight. So, and there's five barbs, which is the problem. I don't know. You can split lane and pretty much defend both lanes with the same card, and it's just kind of frustrating to get through when you're trying to play offense against. He's gonna go Evo barbs in the back. This is exactly what I mean and why they're very, very annoying to deal with. Luckily, they're only level 14 here. I'm just gonna go ahead and, oh man, my cycle is not the greatest ever. I'll just try and get back to another Ice Wizard for this left side. Mortar on defense gets so much value though. I think the Mortar is maybe, even though it still seems super, super strong, it's probably the most balanced evolution. Besides, I mean, skeletons are pretty mid, I would say. We're going to get the King Tower activation, especially now that they're getting nerfed down to 6 instead of 8. They're definitely going to be more mid. Even though you get them more often, I think they're not going to be great. I would be surprised if hardly anyone uses them. So I'm just going to Ice Spirit and then Skellies to pull over this. No, okay, I didn't want to take that Skeleton King, or that Skeleton Dragon damage. He's going to go with the Skelly King in the middle now. We are down a couple hundred, but he is going to go just Defensive Mortar. I'll just Valkyrie right here to tank for that, and also take out this King. We'll go Ice Wiz up high here, get the Ice Spirit down just to help DPS, and also freeze him at the river. We can just log those Spear Goblins, and then I can probably go for the Evo Mortar on defense once again, because that's going to stay, the Ice Wiz is going to stay alive on 1 HP, tank for that last shot, and then we can go for the Rocket on top of these 2 barbs. This deck is very, very good on defense, with the Valkyrie, Rocket, and like pretty much everything to defend. Oh, look at that, the Evo Mortar completely counters the Miner right there. That's actually pretty insane. I'm just going to cycle a Valkyrie in the back. Okay, what do I do here? I guess I'll just get an Ice Wiz down on this right lane. Kind of just try and be patient. I'm going to rocket this at the bridge just to take all this out, and I had a feeling he would do something like that aggressive, so I'm glad that I rocketed now. We can go for the Skellies to hopefully catch the Miner, which we are going to do, and I shouldn't need anything else. Just going to go for the Defensive Mortar in the middle once again here. We'll Valkyrie the bridge, and then I can probably start getting pretty aggressive on offense here. I am going to just, I think, what do I want to do? I'm actually going to Mortar the opposite lane. I guess that was pretty bad timing, just to create a little bit of pressure and not allow him to just play all into this one lane. Okay, we can log all of this, and 29 seconds left. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about getting mortar connections at this point. We just got to go for the rockets and try and defend it best I can here. We'll get the Ice Wiz down and the to the side, and then we can NATO, go for the Ice Spirit to catch the Miner, Valkyrie at the bridge just to tank, and then Skellies, and that's a pretty flawless defense of a Miner if you ask me. He is going to Fireball, but even if he cycles back to another Miner, which I think he will, I can just rocket the tower, go ahead and pre-NATO this Miner, and then go for the log. Oh yeah, we hit that. Just had to make make it look a little bit cleaner of an ending by hitting that pre-NATO. I probably didn't even need to go for that. I could have just NATO'd and logged his tower to be completely safe, but you know, what's the fun in that? And yeah, GG's to Peace. Got a game against Ahaha. He's gonna hit us with the good luck. Alright, Archer split in the back. So we'll go for the Ice Wiz. Could be Expo, could be oh well, okay, Mortar again. I don't know, maybe Mortar is pretty popular because that's 2 Mortars in a row that I faced, which usually doesn't happen to me, I'll be honest. I'm just gonna go Skellies. He could be playing the 3.0 Mortar with the Rocket version. I'm not really too sure. Looks like he might be. His Mortar's already connected to my tower, and my Mortar's going to shoot absolute air. Okay, so he's rocketing my Mortar, which is a -2 trade. Not really too sure why he did that. I guess maybe he just didn't have anything in cycle, but I'm pretty sure he could have cycled back to Archers right there. He does get a couple shots with his on his offensive Mortar, so not the greatest for me, but Ice Spirit is going to connect over there on the left side, which is pretty clutch. There's the offensive Mortar once again. We'll go for the Valkyrie first here, and then go for the Ice Wiz just to help out. What in the world, Prince? Okay, that's probably the last card I expected to see, I'll be completely honest. Wow, my cycle is very, very awkward. I'm just going to go ahead and log this, and then, okay, that should die. I don't think I need to do anything else. It's not going to get another hit. I'll just go for my Mortar on offense, and then we'll Ice Spirit as well. Okay, I was kind of hoping to predict the Archers. I'm going to go Valkyrie now. Oh, no. Why would he rocket the Mortar again? That's such a negative trade for him, but he just, I don't know, it worked out, obviously, because he predicted the Valkyrie, but if I didn't Valk right there, I could have outcycled him so fast and put another Mortar at the river and protected it with the Valk. Now I'm kind of in a situation where I have to rocket his Mortar because it's the evolution one. No way. Oh, okay, we rocketed and it shot once already, and it still got another hit on tower. Okay, That's what we love to see. Clearly, I do not know my evolution mortar interactions here. Okay, I feel like I kind of have to just play defensive at this point since he's probably going to spam another mortar at the river. I'm just going to cycle my log on the right side, get the Valkyrie down early, then go for the Ice Spirit in case he tries to, like... I don't even think he has Tornado, actually. I was going to say go for the Tornado, but he has Prince for some reason. So I think it's just like a wacky off-meta version of Mortar Cycle. But he does have Rocket too, so this deck just doesn't even make sense. I'm just going to NATO everything together and then try and win the bridge fight here. Yeah, I knew he was going to go for a second Mortar. It was pretty obvious. We'll just get a second Ice Wizard down over here. Oh my gosh, he's back to Prince. Okay, we're going Evo Mortar on this left side. We can go for the Skellies to just distract and then get the Ice Spirit down. I think my mortar locked on tower. Yes, it did. No, his did as well, though. That's unfortunate. I could have played my Ice Wiz like a second earlier. I'm actually going to switch lanes with this one just to, like, so my mortar has a little bit of support, and I know he doesn't have his rocket back in cycle, so he can't be doing that. I'm actually going to NATO these archers in so they die to the Valkyrie right away. Oh, that was a really good tornado. I didn't even expect the mortar to shoot right there, but it did. We're getting the connections now, so this is clutch. We're definitely going to switch lanes into the right lane from now on. Valkyrie almost gets a swing. He is going to go for his evolution mortar right there. We can just get the Valkyrie down low, and then I'm going to go for defensive mortar here. Let's see. I'm going to go for the log on top of all this. And then I think we should be okay. Yeah, okay, we're just going to let this kind of die out. Hopefully, oh my gosh, this mortar just seems like it has infinite HP. I'm going to go for the Valk, try and win like a bridge fight here or something. I'm actually going to set up another mortar, this time the evolution one on defense, because it's going to give me a ton of value. If he rockets my tower, that's completely fine. I can just rocket his, and then we should... This is actually a good situation for me because I should be able to pressure him, like... with a second mortar here in a second. Okay, he plays a really, really bad defensive mortar because now I can just distract with skeletons and go in for mine on offense. Yeah, definitely going to go in here. And then Valkyrie in front. He can't rocket this, right? If he does, wow, he's going to rocket that. That's crazy. But we do get the shot with the mortar on tower. I'm going to go for an aggressive rocket here on offense, and I should be fine because he's going to obviously go for the mortar at the river, but I can just get a defensive one down here, and I think we win the game. This mortar is going to shoot the air, which is what we love to see. I can just Valkyrie on top of all this, and yeah, should be a pretty easy cleanup. Okay, I think 30 seconds left. I just need to, okay, we need to make sure we play perfect defense here. It could get a little scary with his evolution mortar, but we also luckily have ours. So, all right, we're going to distract that Prince, and man, the Goblin is just actually OP on defense right there. We can even go for a second mortar to not allow him to go for 2 rockets, and then we'll just log NATO this. Bang, just like that, we're gonna get the lock on. He chief pats the rocket, and that's going to be GG's and the end of this video. Thanks for watching, everybody, and we'll see y'all tomorrow with the final season push. Peace.